Hello guys, and welcome once again to another video of Nordics 2025. This time is day 2 with the Pro class, and as you can see from this table full of beer, and we are inside the greenhouse where we had access on the spot, we are having a good time. And too much of a good time, because the day started on course 6 early in the morning. I built this course and it was too early and my head was not in the game. So actually I built a course. I'm the first driver on course. So here we have this V-notch to start. Quite technical. If you drop the car, you'd be in, I think, in a bit of a pain. It would not be easy to get the car out of there. So yeah, my head was not in the game. Let's put it this way. I had too much fun the night before. So after this was quite a drop. It's hard to tell again from the camera, but this is going downhill quite a fair bit, but with the dig is quite manageable. We go down, we continue to gate number 2, and gate number 2 was also a little bit technical in a different way. You had kind of to go a bit to the right and then grab on that left rock there and carry on up. Now this was a bit unexpected. You'll see here
It's okay.
this ledge was a relatively big drop, and here the car will get very unbalanced, and it was not the only one. A lot of cars did this. I was not expecting. It was harder than what I planned. We go all the way down, all the way around. Actually I was planning in my head to go all the way down and set up for the next gate a little bit better, but then when I had the car there I did this sharp turn, which was again not the smartest, but yeah, my head was not really in the game. So here you see the rear left wheel is going inside the little V-notch, and it was not ideal. So I get a little bit stuck, but with a little bit of persuasion, a bit of dig and all that, it continues, and I managed to get out. Another gate that is actually very similar to the previous one, a little bit of a V-notch again, and here the car will get unsettled, so the exit was not straightforward, let's say. On the right side we have a bonus, so I want to go for that, and here the car gets unbalanced. I flip it over, and on my back, like, there's a big cliff, and once the car gets over, it touches my foot, and the judge calls a touch, but in my opinion it was not a touch. First I had nowhere to go. I could not get away because of the cliff that I have behind. There's no advantage. So I mean, for me, I asked, like, okay, it's your call, but I have no advantage. And in the end he agreed. He didn't give me a penalty. If he would, I had to accept, because the car did touch my foot. The car was in a stable position and I had nowhere to go. But anyway, we moved on. This was a bonus, and it was very hard for my car. My car didn't want, or actually my head maybe didn't want. So you saw the left rear wheel just entering that hole and flipping the car over. Tires wet, which is not the best. Now I have the right rear tire wedged, so the car was not going up. I roll over once again, I try once again. Here I'm starting to become a bit impatient, which is not ideal. And the car is just not grabbing. Every time you see the right rear was going inside the hole again. I do a reverse, I try. Now it's the left rear that is going inside the hole and unbalancing the car, so I just decide to get out, and I'm a bit lost in this because again, yeah, first driver on course is never ideal. So I was trying to go for the next gate, which I believe is gate 5, and yeah, it's right there on my right, so I take a little bit more time. And this gate 5, was very similar to the bonus, so you just had to go up, and the car again was not really playing ball, and the gate was tight. On the right side I could not go more to the right, and here I give it a bit of gas, and unfortunately I touched the marker, because when the car grabs I cannot stop it and just make a marker. So here, gate 6, I start to run out of time, Gate 6 is one of those turnarounds. You go up and then you go down. And when I go to gate 7, I think I have like just over 1 minute.
Oh shit, I have to.
So gate 7, I went up, and this was actually tricky. If I went up 7, came back down to go to 8. If you'd go from the top to 8, it was a bit more tricky, and this was on purpose. So you'll see the line that I'm taking, and this gate is like straight ahead. But if you come from the top, it was tight and your car would get a bit unbalanced and wedged, and you could easily roll over.
40
So
seconds.
the guys on my group,
Same,
they
but
saw
different.
how I did it, and I think most of them did the same way, which was very easy. And on other groups, some guys went from the top, and it was not easy. There's another bonus here to the left, but I ran out of time,
Maybe
so I
next
didn't
time.
even try, and I went to the finish. And yeah, that gate, and I think it was a -9 on the first course, which at this level of competition is almost my day done. So this is course number
Alright,
7.
here we go.
Course number 7 is relatively straightforward, but as you can see, I will have to drive very slowly because this rock is high grip and it has a lot of edges, so you have to be 100% focused, which was not easy this early in the morning. Drive slowly, place the wheels really careful. You have to think ahead everything you do. Because of the high grip, it's just so easy to get out of line. Here the car wants to unload, so by unload I mean the chassis to just spring up, and if the car unloads, then it's much harder. You'll probably just do a rollover. This is gate 3. You had to go all the way down, or all the way to the left side, and then go up again using that little crack, and then grabbing the left tire, and then up using the servo. So I grab with the left and then use the servo a little bit. Now straight ahead and up. So the course itself was not so hard, but it had a few gates, like this gate here, this bonus gate that I'm attempting now. So some guys did in different ways. They did the side hill, and I wanted to try and do front, especially the front axle, and managed to go up. And there's a lot of pushing and pulling with the dig, and adjusting the car a little bit. So I was happy when this kind of worked, and I did the bonus like this. But yeah, bit of taking it easy
That
and
worked.
being precise with the inputs on the car. I turn back around. Yeah, and again with this high grip rock, you cannot drive very fast or be very unprecise, let's say. So taking it easy, driving slowly. Also, the courses were 6 minutes, so there was time to consider, and the course itself was not so hard. So going down again, like even on these sections, it's not the best idea to try and drive super fast. This is an easy gate, just straight ahead, turn down. Oh no, I think now is that downhill over there, close to the boundary. Yeah.
Yeah, but I asked
So
for
this
time. I don't know
again,
if you
taking
noticed.
it
I asked for
easy,
time
making
and
sure
not.
that both tires would hit the bottom of the rock at the same time, and having the car stable. I'm really okay with time. This drop was not so hard, but just taking it easy, it's always a good approach. This one here was a bit more tricky because on the left front wheel you had that hole right there, so you have to hit the rock on the right place.
Time.
If you do go a bit too much to the left, then it would be a bit worse. So that was gate 9, I believe. Now I'm going to attempt the second bonus, and I go all the way around. I still have, I think, around 2 minutes, so plenty of time, and I have to take this big detour even reaching the bonus was a task by itself. And then we go around, try to dig and not to flip the car. Everything looks flat, especially on such a wide lens like the GoPro has. Here I'm trying to use that little crack there to go up, but I cannot go. You see the marker on the left. Now I have to cross that gap with the right tire, and all I want is for the front of the tire to hit that rock on the right side so it will stabilize the car. But the car is not really having it, and the front left wheel is floating, and it was tricky, but eventually the right tire grabs the rock on the right side, and then the car is stable and I can move on. After this, I still have plenty of time, and then was the decision how to go for 10. And I was just taking it easy, but maybe I took it too easy, and I actually made my life more complicated. Sometimes it's hard to find, and in this spot, it's hard to find a place for you to just safely turn around. And here, I made a mess. Like, this was not the easiest place to do this gate or to reach the
Yeah.
gate. So it was, I had
Yeah,
more work than what I needed, but eventually reached gate 10.
I can check everything is
Okay,
okay. Let's
this
go.
is course number 8. Course number 8, the gate number 1 was tricky, like really tricky. So here I wanted the rear to go more to the left side, but I was not really able to do that. So you'll see it's a big drop, and I'm trying with the servo to see if the rear turns a bit, but no, the front is not wedged enough to turn the rear. So I'm trying, and you see I tried a few times and it's just not happening. So I decide to make a reverse, and while I'm reversing, I'm giving it steering input, and the rear eventually goes to the left and gets wedged on that ruling rock on the right, and I can safely go down. So that was a very useful reverse, because for sure I would touch the marker on the right side. This drop was a relatively big drop, almost the size of the car, but safe. So nice safe drop, both wheels at the same time. Here I attempt not to get my tires wet, which I fail. We go to gate 3, and gate 3 yeah, gate 3 I think. This one, when I walked the course, looked very straightforward, and we'll lose the car will not be filmed correctly. But I was not and you'll see the chassis unload at some point. You'll see the chassis here unloading, and then here it's loaded again, so you can see the rear axle, the rear springs compressing. So finally I managed to grab the front. I grabbed the rock with the front axle, and then I did gate 4, I believe, and I went to the bonus. So the bonus here was tricky. There's I think he's Stein. Well, there's that guy there, because if the car drop, I ask him to grab the car, because there's water on the bottom. But it was because of that water and that big ledge, it demanded a bit of respect, so you had to go slowly down, and take it easy and do it in a controlled manner. Now a sharp dig, and then work with the rear axle as well. So I'll push the front against the rock, and you'll see on the top that little nipple. That's where I want the front left tire to grab. So right there. And as soon as it grabs there, I know that the weight of the car is on that front left tire, and it will just grab and go. So it was always the challenge of reaching that left ledge. You have to reach a point where the car feels safe and in a controlled way. This is a drop, but actually the gate is on top, so it was not that hard. This one here, we had to go with the right tire very close to that right marker, and then here, once I feel that the car is safe, more or less here, I will continue to go left, so the rear axle slides So I tried to do a dig. I don't know if I was 100% dig or I just retarded the rear axle a bit, so the rear axle would drag and go a bit more to the left. This gate here, also a bit trickier than what it looked, but as soon as the front left grab on that little crack, on that little V, it was okay. So I passed this, I turn
It's
around,
okay.
I don't know why
You can
I
stay
turn
here.
around on this side. Actually I
I
should
don't
have
know
gone
why I
front
came
and
back
then
this way, but
go all the way back.
we'll make it work.
This I believe is gate 9, I still had plenty of time,
Time?
so taking it easy. I think this was gate, no, this was gate 8, this is gate 9, and then I only have bonus and 10. Unfortunately the bonus, it was very cool gate, and I looked at it for a long time, studying it and how I could do it, but unfortunately it will not see on the footage. So I had to use a little V and on the right front tire, so that right front tire will have to go up that ledge, and it was not easy. You'll see the car unload and grab again. If the car unloads, you're done. The car will flip over or almost flip over. But it
Time,
was
please.
front right tire all the way up that ledge. So it's just the way that the car is balanced with the weight, and then that front right had enough grip to pull all the car up.
Thank
Unfortunately,
you.
it was not really on tape, not filmed. It's a shame because it was a really cool gate, very cool gate. Then gate 10 is pretty straightforward. I was okay with time, so I just send it. And that was gate number 8, course number 8.
Thank
So
you.
we go all the way to course number 1. It was very windy day, and course number 1 was in general easy course, but frustrating because the only hard part was the gate number 3 that we will see very soon, and one bonus gate that was tricky to find the way, the correct way to do it. This gate number 3, actually, if you do it slowly, I'm not sure it was doable, so it was just point the car and shoot. But it's more luck than, skills. So
I think it was
we go
anything
to
but
gate
perfect
4,
or
gate
nice,
4 a
but
bit
it
more to
fucking
the right
worked.
to grab the
I'll
car
take it.
there, and up it goes. So in rock crawling, I believe that this is just managing weight and understanding how to put the car that the tires that you won't have grip, normally the front, so you have to adjust the way that the car moves and where it grips. So I tend to walk the course really closely. I pay a lot of attention, so when I'm walking the course I'm planning everything to detail. It was funny at the Worlds to be talking with Nabil, and he just walks the course in a more, let's say, general way. I go in my head, I go into every detail when I'm walking the course. Here we have to rotate the rear. The rear didn't really want to play ball, so you see I'm turning left. I want the rear to go left, so actually I'm turning the front to the left and pushing the rear axle only. Managed to rotate enough. It was tight. This is also, when you have a boundary, is always a bit more scary, but eventually we'll get it done. I'm still okay with time. Next few gates are really easy. This one, just avoiding that crack, not getting wedged again, but pretty straightforward. The next downhill is also quite easy, and I think this is gate 8, I believe. So go to gate 8, plenty of space, no biggie. We go to gate 9, and after gate 9 I check the time. I'm really okay with time. I think I have more than 2 minutes.
Time?
So I go to the bonus, and the bonus I'm planning
How much?
on driving the first
Thank
one.
you.
There was kind of a V, and I just go downhill, and then we go uphill on the other side. I lose a little bit of time here because you'll see my front left starts to go down on that crack, so I have to recover it. That got me a bit scared. And here it's just with the dig, don't let the front left fall down completely. Push the front and start to go up. So this one was pretty straightforward. Once the front goes up, I start pushing the rear axle, so the rear axle goes up as well. Bit of a dig, bit of a workout, and off we go. As for time, there's enough time to go to the second bonus. I try to rush as much as I can in a controlled manner. So my plan for this second bonus is to go all the way down and then turn around and go from the bottom and driving it up again. So all was going well, everything according to plan, until I hyper-focus on the front axle and forgot to look at the at the rear left wheel. So the front, I recover from that crack, and now I'll just touch the marker. And I was really, really, really disappointed because I had all the time. I could adjust the car, I could have made a reverse, like simple things, but I was just so hyper focused on the front axle and not to let it drop on the crack or having it controlled. I thought that the rear was just okay, and it wasn't. So gate 10 was very easy, and even to get there was easy, but I was just so disappointed with this course. Anyway, this was the first 4 courses, and I don't want to make such a long video, so the next 4 courses will be part 2 of this video. Have a good one. See you on the next one. Bye bye, guys.